Welcome back to the Back and Forth podcast. Kind of staying on our preview prediction tangent we've been on.
I'm going all out today.
We're going to preview a little local team, the Las Vegas Aces.
WNBA.
So a lot of excitement around this team, Joe. Lots of excitement this year. Lots of big moves. Lots of moves that I think are going to pay out in the long run. So let's get right into it.
For those who don't know, the Las Vegas Aces won the draft lottery a couple months ago, or about more like 4 or 5 months ago. Secured the number 1 pick for the third year in a row. Obviously, 3 or 4 years ago, they were the San Antonio Stars. Now they are the Las Vegas Aces. And with that first pick this year, they decided to take Jackie Young, which is a guard out of Notre Dame. Did they win the Women's National Championship this year? I know they're in the Final Four.
They
lost, I believe.
I do believe they lost.
But the previous year before, they did win it. But Jackie Young, first pick out of Notre Dame, like I said, and she looked pretty impressive in that preseason game as well.
She did.
She had about 13 points, I believe. She can play. She's like Kelsey Plum. She can play from that 1 to 2 position. I expect her and Kelsey to kind of flip flop sometimes. Whatever Coach Bill thinks, position fits them best. Right now, I like Kelsey playing the 1, and I like Jackie Young playing the 2. Kayla McBride at the 3, Asia Wilson at the 4, and the newly acquired big Liz Cambage, who was a runner-up for the MVP. She was runner-up for the MVP candidate last season, averaging about 27 points a game last year with the Dallas Wings. I believe one of the games we went to last year, they were playing the Dallas Wings, so we got the fans were booing her though. The fans were. She did something. I think she got a technical or something, but the fans were booing her, and now she is playing in the Mandalay Event Center as a
change of heart now.
Yeah, as a member of the Las Vegas Aces. And in a players' poll today, players voted that the Aces were going to win the WNBA championship, and certainly, I agree 100%. This is a stacked team. This was a young team last year, and they were just this shy of missing the playoffs, and then they won the lottery. I think it was rigged a little bit for them to win. But, it comes full circle. I'm glad they won the lottery. 16 and 18 last season, again, just a fraction, just a hair short of making the playoffs. And then you get Asia back, who won Rookie of the Year. You get Kayla McBride back, who had a career season last year. She had a career high in terms of points. She had that big 38-point game, which me and Matt were also at. You have the first pick, Jackie Young. Kelsey Plum only getting better. She, I believe she won her Euro. She won the championship in her EuroLeague, and I think she won MVP for the league as well. And then on top of that, all that around, you get Liz Cambage, who is a MVP runner-up last year. You got her for fairly cheap. You only had to give up Mariah Jefferson and a few other players, and what a second-round pick or first-round pick. So they clearly won that trade. I don't know what the Dallas Wings were thinking, but that's Dallas for you, I guess. And you got the Cowboys out there, and the Mavericks are kind of questionable sometimes as well. So this is a championship team. You have Bill Lemire, who's a fantastic coach, part of the Detroit Bad Boys. I believe he was coaching a little bit as well, and he had some successes in the WNBA before. This is a good team. This is nothing less. If they don't win it, they will be in the finals, whoever they're competing against.
Well, certainly, I'm not sure what's more surprising, this killer of a lineup or the fact that Bill Lambier got teed up in the preseason game. That's a little questionable.
Energy. They lost it to the Minnesota Lynx, which they could very well potentially even be playing come the final season.
Yeah, I mean, me and Joe were literally laughing at the fact that they gave out a technical in the preseason. Seemed a little overboard, but whatever. It's WNBA rust for you. We saw a nice heavy dose of that last year.
Yeah.
But ultimately, this lineup, I compare it to it's similar to a Golden State, but in WNBA form. It's pretty.
I don't know about Golden State.
Pretty sound all around.
You got. I like Asia and Liz is a good duo. Kayla McBride, I think, has more to prove. Jackie Young has a lot to prove. She's a rookie. I'm not gonna, say she's a Hall of Famer after one preseason game. He had Kelsey Plum, who kind of needs to show more. I think if she shows what she did in that EuroLeague, definitely. But I think as of right now, they're like a Houston Rockets kind of. They're like Houston Rockets. Excuse you. Excuse you. They're more of like.
I think Joe's got a Rob Plank on the other line there.
Just put it on silent. How rude. How rude. They're like a Houston Rockets, maybe a Philadelphia 76ers, Toronto Raptors type team. I think they got more to get on that Golden State level. But if these players play up to their expectations, I'm 100% with you.
I think it is because if you think about it, when I look at this starting five, I see every one of these players can easily drop at least double digits in points on any given night. You got Kelsey Plum, who had some really good games last year with the Aces. Didn't really put as much of consistency, like you were mentioning, as probably fans wanted to see, but she definitely showed flashes that she can be a good player. Jackie Young, I was really impressed to see her impact, especially in the preseason game. I wasn't necessarily expecting that. I was expecting her to be a little more reserved, a little more.
She started.
She did start, and she proved that she could play in the starting lineup, without a doubt. She dropped, like you said, 13 points. I think if she can stay around that, that's going to be a really good contribution to the team. Kayla McBride, I said it before on the podcast, she's one that can drop 30 on any game. If she really wanted to, she could go out there and drop 30. The one game, it was
Pure score, just like Asia.
Exactly. It was our very first game, too, that we went and watched, and she just had a career game. I mean, everything she threw up was going in. It was unreal. And another big bucket, like Joe just mentioned, Asia Wilson. It seemed like every time, at least that I went to a game, she was scoring at least 30 points. Like I think she made it a mindset almost to like, I'm gonna go score 30 because she was just a producing bucket on offense.
As a rookie,
definitely as a rookie, as a very much go-to weapon for the Aces. I look for her to continue to build on that success from her rookie season, which leads us to our newest rookie.
And then you had Liz Cambage.
Not newest rookie. I meant Jackie Young. Jackie Young's our newest rookie, but our newest addition to the Aces of Liz Cambage. There's really not much to say about this one because it's just unbelievable the amount of talent she has. She's Australian too. Aussie. Yeah, you look at the numbers, and I do remember that Dallas Stars, or I believe Dallas Stars, or not. No, that's the hockey team. Dallas
Wings.
Dallas Wings. Thank you, buddy. Dallas Wings. I remember that game, and I do remember Liz Cambage. It took me a second when I first saw it. I was like, that looks really familiar. I was like, oh yeah, that's the girl that really dominated the Aces in that game. That's right. Oh, now she's
MVP runner-up,
and now she's on our team. So pair that. It's got it, and the Aces have a little bit of a decent bench too. I mean, they have, I believe Siwoo Kim, the big off the bench to.
They have Young on the bench as well.
Oh yeah, Tamara Young, who it looked like she was kind of a fan favorite a little bit in the preseason game. Got a nice warm reception from the fans. Definitely one kind of almost like kind of like a Patrick Beverly from the fact that she's more of a defensive player, I think, than an offensive player. Definitely has her moments on both, but to me, she sets the tone for that second unit.
I'm gonna miss Jefferson though. Jefferson
was good.
Pretty good.
Jefferson was good. I think ultimately though, from a business standpoint, it was a really good deal. Yeah. I mean, it was a steal of a deal, it seems like. And I'm really excited. I think the Aces can take it all the way this year and finally give Vegas some hope for a championship.
It's been since 1990. It was the last time Vegas has had a championship. We had like a minor league soccer team that won it, but I don't think
anybody's paid attention to that.
To be quite honest, because I didn't even know about it, and most of the people in Vegas don't know about it. The last championship was that 1990 Running Rebels team. So to close it out here, let's give a record prediction. There's 34 games in WNBA season. For me, I see this team going 25-9 this season.
25-9.
25-9. This same team but new team. They gotta adjust to Liz Cambage. That is a pure score, all-star caliber player. We're proven all-star already. They all got to adjust to their play styles. I think the first 5-10 games will be a little bit rocky. Then they'll start picking up. I say 25-9 is a fair prediction.
I'm going to go a little bold here. I'm going to go 30-4. And here's why. You mentioned the preseason.
Man. First it was this and the Steelers winning the division. Oh, my.
30-4. And here's why.
Oh, and I think they will win I'll give it to them. They'll win the finals. It'll be a tough series, but they'll win it.
I'll give you that. They will win the finals. They'll go 30-4. And the reason why, for those that don't know, Liz Cambage did sit out the one and only Aces preseason game. And it looked like the Aces, even without Cambage, hung pretty tough with a decent Minnesota team that has been known to be fairly relevant in the WNBA.
30-4 is realistic. That's like 30-4 WNBA is like 72-10 in NBA.
I think it can happen as long as everybody stays healthy. That's my big caveat.
That's what I'm saying. There's gonna be injuries. There's gonna be chemistry issues in the beginning. 25-9.
I don't know. 30-4 just really popped out to me. I think this team's plenty capable of doing it if they all play up to their potential, all stay healthy. they're not going to be losing a whole lot of games.
You never know.
There'll be a lot more. There'll be a lot more happy experiences.
The world of sports is certainly crazy, but that is our loss. You have anything else?
I was just gonna say there'll be a lot more happier car rides home from the Mandalay Bay Event Center than not so happy.
Yeah, more happier car rides home than there would be from Thomas and Matt.
Oh,
but
hopefully that changes.
I closes out our preview of the Las Vegas Aces. A new guest here, hey Reb. Certainly going to be a good season. Definitely at least a 25+ win season. In the hopes of a championship, finally Vegas can have one after the Knights have came up short these past few years, and we just not being anywhere close to achieving that. Again, your support means the world to us. Subscribe, we appreciate it. Matt,
like, view, subscribe, share, whatever you got to do. Big shout out to Alex for putting all this together.
big shout out to Alex.
And we got more content on the way. Stay tuned.